Now on BBC One, Inside Out, with more surprising stories from where you live.
Hello, tonight Inside Out is at Uppingham in Rutland with remarkable stories of extraordinary people.
Coming up, the inspirational Matt Hampson.
I've inspiration all over the place, you know, I've people that I see all the time that keep me going and keep me positive and inspire me.
How he's helping others to walk again. Plus, the chance meeting that led to a web sensation.
Why do they want your photograph?
Because I look so silly.
And with £500,000 of our money at stake, whose Olympic art will get the gold?
Matt Hampson could have been a sporting star. He was heading for a career as a top England rugby international. Instead, he's making a name for himself off the pitch as a fundraiser for young people who've been seriously injured playing sport. And that's something that Matt knows all about after he was paralysed from the neck down. Well, now as Johnny Kinch discovers, the Matt Hampson Foundation is making a huge difference to young lives, not just here in the UK, but across the world.
Matt Hampson lives with spectacular views of the Leicestershire countryside. There's a clear passion for rugby union around the place. There's also laughter.
I'm very, very lucky in a lot of ways. I've got a great family, I've got a great support network through rugby. Leicester Tigers have been absolutely amazing.
On the wall at his home is a motto in Latin: everything happens for a reason. What happened to the promising young Leicester Tigers player in 2005 is well told. A scrum collapsed in training while on England under-21 duty. And Matt's life began a new chapter. He awoke paralysed from the neck down and only able to breathe with a ventilator. It's been said it left him with even more determination from the neck up. After over a year in hospital, Matt was able to come home and build a new life.
Pause, engage.
He's taken on coaching duties at times at Oakham School, passing on his knowledge of the game he loves, motivating students.
Second rows, you just lift your heads up a little bit. I don't class myself as a disabled person. It's quite. I know people look at me like that, but I think people who know me don't look at me like that.
The launch of Matt's story in his and journalist Paul Kimmage's words. Engage is the last shout you hear when the ball comes into the scrum.
When he first mentioned to me that he felt that this had happened for a reason, I kind of let it go over my head, and I wasn't sure about it. But now, seeing the response that he's had to what he's written about his life, reading some of the text messages and letters he's had, it is obvious to me that yes, he can make a difference.
Matt wanted to share this day with other people injured playing sport. He wants to move the story on, from him to others.
It's great to kind of get the book out there and tell people that, you know, you can live a life after a spinal injury.
Matt started a foundation to raise money to help young people whose lives have been changed forever by a sporting accident. Claire Lomas, who lives down the road from Matt near Melton Mowbray, is an early beneficiary. A horse riding accident 5 years ago left her paralysed from the waist down. Told she would never walk again, she's now the first person in Britain to get to use a robotic suit, which will mean she can.
It's a very fine point to find your balance. That's really a big part of mastering it, because It doesn't, it's not like the wrong trousers. It doesn't, from Wallace and Gromit, I wish it was. It doesn't just like go, it's quite a skill I've got to learn to be able to walk in it.
Claire's 1-year-old daughter Maisie is learning to walk. Her mum's spending 3 days a week mastering the remarkable new technology so she can do the same. Matt's out at every opportunity raising money.
The unbelievable bravery that Matt has shown and the inspiration that he's shown to so many people.
My care team on my life, you know, they make what my life is. They support me and enable me to get up every day and do what I do.
There's always a draw to Welford Road for Matt, where support remains massive for him, and now his foundation.
It's been absolutely fantastic. Thanks to me from you guys, you good people.
A lot of people get injured playing rugby and they do tend to get forgotten. Maybe Matt's brought it to the forefront of everybody's mind, really.
My boys play rugby, and it's your worst nightmare that something like that's going to happen. And for all the light that he's done and all the work that he's put into himself afterwards, it's an inspiration, really. It's unbelievable.
I just think it's admirable that he can find the, I don't know, character to be able to carry on and do that work for others.
Marathon Day in Leicester. A big day for fundraising for so many good causes.
Right, here we go, see you later.
I'm taking part in a leg for the Matt Hampson Foundation.
It is uphill, but I think it's a real honour to be running, especially the last bit with Matt Hampson.
It's a very successful charity for a great cause, and to help out with it is really good. It should be a good buzz.
Matt joins in the last part of the relay. Remarkably, another marathon is in the planning. These are the first steps for Claire Lomas outside in mid-February.
I love being outside. Love it.
While we were filming, she went further than before.
Are we just going to go back up then or along?
Yeah, I would go.
And on the road too. By April, she wants to walk the London Marathon. She also insists on standing to be interviewed.
I like a personal challenge, and good way of learning, isn't it? Makes me have to crack on and learn quickly. So, and I want to raise as much as I can for spinal research, which is one of the main reasons I'm doing it.
The reality of walking the marathon for an able-bodied person or running the marathon is a phenomenal task. And when Claire originally talked about it, I just humoured her because she's pretty and got blonde hair. Having met her and worked with her over this period, it's a genuine opportunity for somebody to set the standard for this system.
I think it'll be absolutely fantastic for the world to see somebody doing the marathon, London Marathon, with these robotic legs. I think it'll be an unbelievable feat if she does it. I'm sure she will. And I think it'll be one that opens a lot of people's eyes up as well.
£10,000 from the Matt Hampson Foundation will help Claire afford her own bespoke kit from the Israeli manufacturers.
Matt's been incredible, and makes you realise that I'm lucky, and he gets on with everything, and he's worse off than me. But you never feel like that around him, and he's amazing. And I've got his support through the foundation, and then we had all the equestrian world have been really behind me, and it's amazing how much money they've raised for me to buy this suit, because I wouldn't be doing this without them.
Claire and Matt both have energy to achieve. He hopes one day to give everyone the chance to have what he has.
We want to help as many people as possible, and we feel that we've got, at the moment, we've got the funds and the support to help people out worldwide, and that is so important.
Matt wants to give others a fulfilled life outside 4 hospital walls.
The amazing Matt Hampson, and good luck to Claire with her marathon trek.